on to our warm-up, and as well quickly roll up through the warm-up, and we'll get a little bit of, hopefully this everything will sort itself out now. Broadcast Rosie, Connor Jones 1-2, Jimmy Gekis 3rd, Noah Abbott in 4th, Isaiah Watchers finishes 5th, Thomas Fetcher 6th, Dan Adams 7th, Steve Rogers in 8th, Michael Wallman 9th, Alan Kennedy P number 10, Boone Blake 11th, 12th will be Tyler Martin, Ruben Rose 13th, 14th Alex Rapid, and 15th will be Vex Holcomb. So that was heat number 2. There was the results of heat number 2. So we have a 33 car field here tonight as warm up getting underway now. So everything should be up and running now.
That was good. We'll be right back. Cheers.
Welcome back here to Speedway, Indiana, here for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Every issue should be fixed, but we're back for the SuperStar ARCA Cup race number 8, throwback 125. Let's take a look at our grid for tonight's race. On the pole, Samuel Hoff on the pole. Donnie Kite will be to his outside. P number 3 will be Daniel Malnick since he won heat number 1. Sabozzi will be P number 4 since he won heat number 2. Ryan Sauer will be P5. Kyna Jones will be P6. P7 will be Alex Anderson. P8 will be Jimmy Ickes. 9th will be Nathan Johnson. 10th will be Noah Abbott. Starting 11th will be that 22 machine of Kyle Hurlitsky. 12th will be Isaiah Watrous. 13th will be Craig Martin. 14th will be Thomas Spencer. And we'll running on top 15 will be that 7 machine of Jared Skinner. Dan Adams will run 16th. 17th will be Jacob Wilson. 18th will be Steve Rogers. 19th will be Christopher Bush. 20th will be Michael Malm. Jody Shelton will start 21st. 22nd will be Alan Kennedy. 23rd will be Dylan Lamp. Boone Blake will be 24th. 25th will be Travis Sheed. 26th will be Tyler Martin. And starting 27th will be Jordan Evans. 28th, after a horrific crash last week, Ruben Rodas will start 28th. 29th will be Nathan Fryer. Alex McPhee will start P30. 31st will be Cram and Craighead. And 32nd will be Bryce Holcomb. And running our 33 car field tonight will be John Russo in the 44 machine. So fuel could be tight tonight. We're saying that we were told that it will be about 24 to 25 laps on a tank of fuel, so that will be just a one-stop race. So that's going to be a very tight race tonight. We'll have to see how that plays out. Some of these drivers can save some fuel, but also if we stay green the whole way, a caution could easily throw a wrench into things there. We'll see how that plays out while we're rolling off here. Let's take a look at our weather for tonight's event. Tonight we got 82-degree ambient temperature with 117-degree track temp. Very hot racetrack, hot slick racetrack. Probably cloudy skies with a 8 to 9 mile per hour wind southwest and a 40% relative humidity. So we should have a very slick, fun racetrack tonight to see these cars slip and slide around, especially for grip. Also, new build just came out yesterday for iRacing, so you should see some marble accumulation up in the outside of the corner. So outside lane could be a little bit less unusable, a little bit differently handling, especially how those marbles accumulate depending on where they fall. But that will definitely be an interesting thing to watch there as well.
Overall, nothing too crazy different from cars we can build in Indianapolis. So nothing major other than the marble really is a big difference here in tonight's race.
Yeah, so the marbles, they'll definitely affect those drivers a little bit. We'll see how much accumulates on the outside of the racetrack. That will definitely be where they will. I know they did show it affecting some Indy cars. We'll see if it affects the ARCA cars tonight. We'll see if these drivers can drive around it as well. But pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. And coming to the Geico restart zone. Samuel Hoff, Donnie Kite on the front row.
Green flag,
and we are underway for the throwback 125 here from Indy. And Samuel Hoff quickly clear for the race lead. As Samuel Hoff quickly clears, Donnie Kite slots into second. Malnick, he had really good pace in the heat number 1. He's up into P number 3, trying to look for P number 3 to the inside of Connor Svozan. Get the paints showed up here in a minute. Down the back straightaway, every driver trying to slot in line, trying to find this place in line. Sauer tries to get by the 8 machine of Malnick's now, as Malnick's trying to falling back just a little bit. Alex Anderson trying to sort his way in as well. As most of this thing will follow through the field is what we see normally in Indy here. Everyone's going to go to the bottom, try to break the draft. Off out in the race lead.
And we'll see if that helps him out, because usually breaking the draft is kind of hard, but those cars don't have as much draft capability as those Indy cars, so you have to set up as much as those Indy cars.
And especially but down the back straightaway, gonna go down into turn number 3.
mostly single file throughout the field so far.
Sammy Hall pulling away just a little bit. You see everyone fishtailing here, trying to break the draft, but mostly it's working out for Sammy Hoff. He's actually pulled out to about a half a second lead. Well, maybe a couple car length lead, so the draft not being too much of importance so far. Donnie Kite and able to stay too close.
One car on the wall, I believe, not quite. Right there. Oh, Abbott right there, too. Oh, like, yeah, it looks like it was. He hit the outside wall pretty hard. Looks like he has some right front damage also.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty heavily, probably affected pretty heavily, especially with the dirty air here. Aero going to be a prime factor tonight in the ARCA car, so the aero damage could affect you pretty bad. Currently, single file is this top 10 are pretty much separating themselves from the rest of the field. Top 11 or 12. Actually, top 9. But off of turn number 1, down into 2. Sam Hoff, our race leader, still, but Donnie Kite closing that gap just a little bit.
Donnie Kite's been closing the gap a little bit these last few laps. Kind of just hanging with Hoff right now. Look for a move here early in this race, trying to get that clean out.
Thanks for saving his tires just a little bit. But down the front straightaway across the yard of bricks, Donnie Kite right on his bumper. See if he can find his way by here. He's gonna look to the bottom. Oh, thought about it. The car showing their incorrect scheme of custom numbers, I think. But we'll have to fix that under a brake if we get a caution. But down the back straightaway, it's top 5 pulling away, separating themselves from the top 6th, about 6th through 9th. As now Donnie Kite is falling off just a little bit. Was down Sebastian looking for a move on. Looking for a move on Donnie Kite now soon. Just right on his bumper, but Donnie Kite started to fall off a little bit off from Samuel Hoff. Go on board here with this 10 machine of Connor Sebastian.
See, the draft, not a huge factor, you know, you get a little bit, but not much, not enough to make a move here. I do one car hard on the outside wall. I think that's Nathan Johnson.
Oh. Yeah, that is Nathan Johnson. Nathan Johnson hard on the wall there. He keeps it straight, but that's going to lose him so much momentum and pretty heavy right front damage as well.
As everyone's going to look to the inside there. And this could lead to a tire rub. I know in these ARCA cars, tire rubs can happen to that leads to a tire right front failure.
And also an interesting note as well. Well, it doesn't really, I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but they did update the damage with Aero as well. I don't know if they did it to the ARCA car, but it could be a little bit more penalty. And also, if you damage the car too much, you can be done for the night at all. You know, most of you pretty much already out, but
oh, yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution on the racetrack.
Christopher Busch around.
Christopher Busch around in turn number 1. Keeps it straight though, going through the grass there. Let's take a look at what happened here. Let's go ahead into turn number 1. We'll see if he had any help from behind.
Ooh, yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, Nathan Johnson backed off and he just kind of reacted to that, and just the car behind him just did not expect it. And sent them slightly around. He saved it, but enough to trigger the yellow.
Dan Adams.
And Dan Adams getting in the back of Christopher Busch there. He keeps it straight.
I think both of them just didn't expect Johnson to be that slow. I guess they didn't realize he had damage. We'll see if these pit stops also happen here. As you said, fuel could be an issue here. This could help out a lot of drivers if they're one-stop race points.
Yeah, this will definitely make it a one-stop guaranteed. It could have been tight depending on how you were driving as well, but also it would have been very tight on fuel if it stayed. But we'll see. If we get yellow around halfway, it could be a little tight on fuel as well. We'll see who comes out pit road here. Sammy Hoff, Connor Sarosian will be P1 and 2. Donnie Kent will be P3. Ryan Sauer in 4th, and Alex Anderson will be 5th. I assume everyone will come down here and top it off on fuel at least. We'll probably see a little bit of different strategies. They do have, for tires, they have 6 extra sets of tires, so they got plenty of sets of tires, so everyone will definitely come down and take a set of tires.
I think that was planned or not. 6 sets is a ton of tires there. So we're going to be able to.
You can come down and take tires pretty much every 6 to 7 laps at that. Well, 7 to 8 laps at that point. I'm just going to come into pit road and take a fresh set of tires. We'll see if anyone tries to stay out, knowing that they might. And there it is. Someone pulls out a line there on the pit road. So you have one driver staying out, and I believe that is Isaiah Watrous. So yeah, Isaiah Watrous stays out on the racetrack. That could be interesting. We'll see how the 8-lap difference as tires can make, but if he thinks he can make it enough on fuel, I mean, he'll easily be able to save a little bit if he was any closer. He just push himself over that threshold and save a little bit more under this caution. But guys, sorry, Samuel Hoff first in. We'll see if he'll be the first out. Everyone going to take 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. Let's see if Sabosian gets to pit road before Hoff, and he will. Sabosian beats Samuel Hoff off of pit road, and Sabosian will move into second behind Isaiah Watrous on this restart. While these drivers line up back to the grid, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here from Indy. Welcome back here to Speedway, Indiana, here for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As currently we're rolling, getting back to green as Isaiah Watchers under the yellow there. He decided to come down pit road, so stayed out trying to get that extra lap led. So Guns Rosen will be on the front row along with Samuel Hoff, but Rosen will be the race leader this time by green flag back in the air. We're back underway here from Indianapolis. We'll see if Sabosi can get easily clear of of Samuel Hoff going into turn number 1. He will. So Alex Anderson trying to clear Ryan Sauer going into turn number 1. I think he will. Sauer's going to slot in line behind Anderson and in front of Daniel Malnix. The top 5 quickly sort themselves out. Herlitzky trying to get by Geikis, G number 6. Everyone single files out very quickly, really. Top 10 pretty much quickly single files out, trying to get in line, get the draft from each other. Yeah, someone looking on a move there on Jimmy Geikis. It's Craig Martin looking for the move. Get a slide on by. Craig Martin able to pick up P7 there.
Seems like it's been pretty hard to pass here. I mean, we saw Sabosin get off the pit lane, but very little green flag passing here so far. Mostly single file throughout the top 5. We saw two drivers make some moves, but not too many big gainers. I wouldn't think so far in this race. Back here, top 3. Most positions gained 12 positions for Nathan Fryer.
So yeah, Nathan Fryer, he's moving his way up through the field. Ruben Rodas there in second.
Oh, here
in
comes
that
Anderson.
category there.
Look it, he's up to second, but he might have overshot the corner. Over under for Hoff.
He's gonna overshoot the corner. Luckily, no marbles up there yet. That may have put him into the wall. Some marble accumulated up there. But he's still able to hold the outside of Samuel Hoff. It's gonna be side by side, the drag race for second, as Sabosi liking what he's seeing in his mirror. Able to pull away.
Still side by side
between two. We'll see what Ryan Sauer decides to do. If he can get a run off turn 2, will he take it 3?
Could be an interesting move here. A little bit of contact. Oh, they're both in the wall!
Into the wall! Anderson gets in the wall, turns Hoff up into the wall as well.
It stays green though.
Those drivers. Yeah, they both stay green. Everyone scatters to avoid. That's going to cost them a lot of time and a big damage to the right side of that 17 machine.
And that 67 completely destroys the right front of that car. Could have some steering damage also.
The 3 wide up in front of them here with Ryan Sauer. Ryan Sauer also got a piece of that, but Jimmy Geikis on the bottom. Ryan Sauer in the middle.
Contact.
A little bit of contact there. Going to keep enough space. 3 wide for 4th now. As Zay Watchers pulling into the pits in the background there. Interesting call there.
He got a penalty there. Due to pitting late, lap later, he got a hold penalty.
Alright, so yeah, so he's serving that penalty, but the battle for 3 wide sorts itself out mostly. Jared Skinner trying to look on the inside of Ryan Sauer.
Now, Connor Zabosin, 2-second lead. Clear the field. Looking great for Connor Zabosin right now.
Yeah, definitely 2-second lead, but Balnex, he had really, I liked his pace there in heat number 1. He was able to stay out front, so I think Molnix could have a chance at him if he saved his tires a little bit better. Still a long way to go, even though it's only lap 14. Oh, we got a car around in turn number 3. That's Thomas Spencer.
No caution. What happened there? We just hit the outside wall. It's not a lot so far.
Outside wall entering turn 3.
He's not a lot so far tonight.
Just got out of the groove. Just got out of the groove and got tight, hard on the wall. It bounces off of it hardly. Keeps it off the inside wall here? No, hits the inside wall pretty hard there.
His night's definitely looked over.
Actually, surprisingly, he does not have a picture of repairs, but shockingly.
I'm really surprised Samuel Hoff is still in that 9th place position in the top 10. Granted, he didn't get as much damage as Anderson did.
He's holding on very strong so far. He's got Kynan Jones's inside, trying to get by for 9th. This field's starting to spread out a little bit now. Got 35 to go. Still a very long way Still only 35 laps, but it's still a very long way here at Indy because, I mean, Indy laps are pretty much almost a minute, a full minute, so still have a pretty decently long way left in this race.
See how spread out it is for Connor Sabosian. Rest of the field, and pretty spread out through the top 10 or so. A little bit of a cluster in the back there to kind of have outside action. Ryan Sauer getting by Leon Jones.
Yeah, kind of Jones gets battling for 9-8 with Ryan Sauer. So Ryan Sauer falls behind Jones for 8th. Samuel Hoff, he's fallen back and lost another spot to Jacob Wilson, so the damage is starting to really affect him now. So I say it's not too much on the door, it's more on the right front and the right rear, and less than the door. He's got to run here off of turn 4, he's going to look to the inside of Ryan Sauer. So Ryan Sauer also got damage from that incident because he was right behind it. He really had nowhere to go. Couldn't do much to avoid it. But Ryan Sauer and Samuel Hall battling for the top 10. As meanwhile, Connor Sabosian pulls out to a 2.5-second lead, and also after last week, he extended his points lead to 41 points. And right now, all his closest competitors have all had incidents tonight already. So Connor Sabosian strengthening his points lead coming into the final half of the season.
The very point stretch here, the final 5 races. Every race matters a little bit more. It feels like, you know, I mean, points wise it doesn't, but it just feels like a way for a lot of these drivers and pressures to come on. There's a little big calamity in the back, maybe like 4 or 5 wide here.
Alex Anderson, he had big damage from that wreck earlier. He's really slow on the straightaway. Everyone was scattering around him. Side by side here, this is between Ruben and Rodas, I believe. Yeah, that 21 machine. Ruben Rodas and
Tony Shelton on the outside.
Tony Shelton.
Anderson really hoping for a caution right now. Try to repair that damage.
He really needs a yellow, trying to repair as much damage of the damage as he can.
Actually,
he's a lap down. He's actually a lap down, so I think he had to. Is he actually? No, he's actually 21st, so he's fallen back.
Gap is closing now for Connor Sabosian.
He's fallen more.
1.7 seconds now. Not sure if he may have got tight or somewhere or hit the outside wall.
Yeah, I wonder if he made a mistake there. Last time by Sabosian at 55.960, Molnick's at 55.298, so I think Sabosian got in the wall. Look at it myself. Sabosian got really close in the wall and off of turn number 2. Lost him a good chunk of time, but he's pulling that gap just a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I think kind of the same philosophy as the Indy 500 and iRacing. You know, you just gotta be there at the end, not hit the wall, don't damage your race car. You'll be in really good shape, and I think that's kind of how this race is shaping out to be. The car just seems a little tight off exit. He's off of 4 and off of 2 is really deadly. It seems like in these at Indianapolis and stock cars also.
Yeah, I mean, especially because you get very tight. It kind of likes to get tight, and even if it doesn't, if it gets loose, especially with the ARCA cars, just the skew of the ARCA cars, the right rear is very easily to tap that outside wall, and it kind of makes the car wider. It's not technically a wider car, but it makes the car wider with the skew because you got the left front pointed down more and the right rear pointed out more. It's very easy to tag the wall with the right rear and really cost you a lot of time. You kind of guide your car in alongside it. You kind of pancake the wall, kind of get stuck to it.
How about
so that's
6
what happened
right
to
now?
a few laps ago. It's like, yeah, still coming down between him and Molnick's. Yes, as you said, this battle here with Jimmy Ickes around 7th and 8th. Ickes starting to fall off the back bumper of Kynan Jones, but Kynan Jones making some moves, trying to get by Noah Abbott for 6th. Back here we got a little bit of calamity as well. Alex Anderson still trying to hold on. Even with the damage, he's fallen really far back.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest pack so far we have on the track. I mean, there's like what, about 9 cars in this pack just kind of battling it out every single lap. This is for about 15th all the way to 23rd. So 3 wide, I think. There's 1 car way on the inside. That might be Dylan Lamp.
Dylan Lamp up there on the bottom, yeah. So way off the racetrack. I think just got a little bit loose off turn number 2.
These guys are about 15 seconds back from our race leader, Connor Zabosian. Zabosian, I think, probably crossing the line right there for turn 1. Gap is closing down.
Yeah, Monix has been a little bit faster, about a tenth, half a tenth to a tenth faster per lap. He's been making great momentum on that 10 machine. About a second and a half back. They did go green around lap 10. So about 12 laps into this run, they got to pit in about 10 laps. So we'll see if he can bring this gap down enough to bring this gap down to 10 laps. To maybe try something on pit road.
Yeah,
The second and a half, Monix closing that gap.
They maybe try to undercut, maybe overcut. You know, you never really know what's going to work out here. But I feel like at Indy, it's so hard to pass. I think the undercut is probably the best option.
Overcut can be pretty powerful as well. I mean, really, you can see any of it work. But if it's really going to be a couple lap difference, I don't think it will matter too much. And if you're going to overcut or undercut, you got to do it 5 laps over, 5 laps under, really. You want to make it work. But this battle here for this battle for 18th. There's Travis Sheed right in front of Alan Kennedy. Alan Kennedy clear of Michael Mall. Mall gets clear of Anderson there, and Dylan Lamp right behind these other 4.
Ooh, Zabosian really loose on the entry 4 right there. Lost about
He's going to keep it together. But I did see a lap ago, Molnix just tagged the wall there, but is able to keep it going. So it could be tight, close between these two. We'll see what Molnix can bring this gap down to. He gains about 2/10 that lap on Zabosian with the big mistake, big slide from Zabosian there entering turn 4. This gap's still closing out a little bit, but still monitor this gap. As the battle here for 6th, Kyden Jones making pretty good momentum as well. He's working his way through the field. He's up to 7th now, looking on Noah Abbott for 6th. He's been working on Abbott for a couple laps now.
Right now, most position Nathan Fryer up 13 spots. Now he's in that 14th position, start 27th.
He's working his way up through the field, really good tonight. He's got great short run pace, able to get by other drivers really quickly. Will find his way by. As lap time by, the gap down to under a second now for the race lead. So it's getting close, but right now Jones looking to the inside of Abbott for 6th, trying to find his way by. Can he clear off a 1?
Looks like he will.
He's gonna have a pretty shallow entry into 2 though, but he's gonna be able to block Abbott perfectly and give Abbott the dirty air. That's also a factor I want to mention for the race leaders. Monix closing that gap down, but once he gets to within a second now, we'll see if that dirty air will affect him. He's just kind of stall out a little bit because dirty air pretty big here, knowing it's just kind of pretty much 9-degree corners. Dirty air very, very effective in blocking, aero blocking in a way. Very effective here at Indy compared to other racetracks.
The gap down 7-10 race lead. Not sure if Zabosian's saving tires or maybe used his tires up.
Now they are that time out we're halfway, so 25 down and 25 to go. So now he could go a couple extra laps, maybe stretch it to about lap 30 if he can think he can hold on that long. He'll safely make it to the finish. But I mean, a green light checker could change that as well. If we get a green light checker, he could be a little bit short. But I mean, I think if he stretches it to 30, he should be good for at least 1 green light checkered. So I think if obviously Zabosian, I'll probably pit around lap 30, knowing how much slower I'm falling off right now. want to get off these tires, but still and now coming to 4 laps until he wants to, until that lap 30 pit stop, if he wants to pit there. So a long way, especially 7/10 now. The gap's closing down a little bit. At that time, it kind of stagnated. No big gains for either driver, as Sabozzi was actually about 300s faster there. So I think Molnick's finally getting into that dirty air range. That's going to slow him up a little bit. He's going to have to try and search for air. It's kind of hard to search for air here at Indy, though. The only like a 1-groove bottom racetrack. Just kind of got to get your left front on the curve down there under the white line and see if you can find any grip down there and get their front.
Oh, hard in the outside.
Swing the radar around, but yeah, hard to the wall behind in the back.
Linsky right there.
Yeah, Kyle Herlinsky losing chunks of time to Craig Martin and Jared Skinner. Craig Martin actually losing the spot to Jared Skinner. Jared Skinner able to pick up P number 3 from that. Craig Martin having a pretty good run so far as well. But these battle for the race lead is down to under half a second. So pit stops could be coming soon because we ran around lap 10. We're lap 18 in the run. So it could be very tight here soon. We'll see if they split it half and half or if one goes a little bit longer trying to catch the overcut. I mean, these top two have a 5-second gap over third on back, so such that big mistake Herlinsky just had that gave him a little bit extra breathing room as well. But the big importance, you don't want to speed on pit road. Compared to what we normally see here in Indy, the IndyCar pit road, the pit road entry line is inside the wall, but since it's the NASCAR Indy, it's the pit road entry line is, we'll see it here with Sabozzian, the pit road entry line's before the wall, pretty early before the wall, so it's very hard, very easy to overshoot that. So you gotta be careful, especially with the brakes we see with the ARCA cars. I mean, we've seen that Daytona half the field missed the pit stop under green flag stops early in season opener at Daytona. It's gonna be very easy tonight. I think you're probably honestly gonna want to start like braking further pit road entering turn 4.
Big pit stop's already underway here. Jacob Wilson down pit lane.
Yeah, Kynan Jones, he just merged out behind the race leader, so Kynan Jones was running in that top 6 position. So Kynan Jones, we'll see what he can do. He just lost a lap. I think he was 11 seconds back at the time of pitting, so he's gonna gain a lot of time and gotta hope he can hold off. He's right behind these race leaders. Guys are mostly coming up pit road though. So I thought Connor Sabozzian, he was falling off a little bit. Caution on the racetrack! Just as Sabozzian pits.
Dylan Lamp around off of 2.
Dylan Lamp around off of turn number 2. That's actually going to help Sabozzian, I would think.
I just got
now he can pit and then, yeah, so Lamp gets in off of turn 2. Oh, hard on the inside wall there. Huge hit. That's going to end his night. As you've seen, this engine blew up there. So big damage to that 55 machine as Sabozzian just got down pit road. So the question, did Sabozzian get into the pit entry? Yes, he did. So Sabozzian will not have a black flag for unsafe, well, pitting under yellow, pitting of close pits.
Very close. Just in the pit lane.
Well, he's already crossed the pit entry line right there.
Go to him. Just spinning outside. Yeah. Big cross just like fill it like within. Yeah,
just seconds. In time. So Sabozzian able to get in the pit road there, but now that'll actually cycle him out to the lead. Still, and so he won't have to pit under the yellow. So he honestly kind of got failed with that. I mean, he wasn't going to lose a lap anyways because he was already the race leader. But Kynan Jones, he was just about to get by Molnick's to unlap himself.
Yeah, and also that helps Jacob Wilson too. He pitted and he's on the lead lap right now too.
So yeah, Jacob Wilson will probably cycle to the race lead.
The second.
Depends on if he got, it depends on if he got out in front of Connor Sabozzian.
Sabozzian is in front, but Wilson will be in second, which is a way. I think he's running about that spot there, around there. So.
Yeah, so we need a much better spot, and we're going to restart with under 20 to go. The tires will matter, but there'll be no worry of fuel anymore. running this race, so we'll see how that works out for Jacob Wilson. He's only got a couple laps on his tires, so I think it'll work out for him.
Lane. Olnick gets off of pit lane, second off of pit lane, Gray Martin third off of pit, start pit.
So, luckily for Molnick's, not that many pitted, so where he loses too many spots, but it starts off how he did there, because he was just getting to Sebastian at the end of that run, and that was about 20 laps, so if it goes like that, Molnick's could be right there for the race win if it plays out just like we did. But he's also got Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson definitely has the speed, and now he's got the track position that he's been wanting. So he's in a great spot now. We'll see what Wilson can do while he's up front.
I mean, Wilson pretty quick. I mean, running top 10 this night, so I think, like I mentioned, more track position pretty important. He's going to be showing second on the outside lanes. That might be a little tough to win.
We'll have to see how it plays out with that 51 machine. I think he's definitely got the speed. He can definitely make it happen. We'll see if Jacob Wilson can sneak a win tonight. Well, I take the 1 to go signal there. So Connor Sebastian, we start in P number 1. Wilson will be second, and Daniel Monnick's first driver on the 4 tires. Sebastian pretty much had no green flag laps on the tires. I mean, he just came down pit road when the yellow came out. So Sebastian pretty much on even tires, but Wilson, he's got about an extra lap of tires, extra lap on the tires compared to everyone else. So he's gonna be at a little slight disadvantage. Well, but I think he can easily counteract that. I mean, a lot of that can easily be changed. A one lap disadvantage really doesn't matter if all the other guys around you burn up your tires as well. So plays it right, he still has a shot at this race win, but we're gonna restart with 18 to go. So I mean, we still got plenty of time left in this race. We'll see the top 5 will be Sebastian, Wilson, Molnick, Skinner, and Martin. Your top 5. Well, Samuel Off and Alex Anderson, they had their time, they had their opportunity there with that yellow to come down and fix their damage. We'll see if it affects them too much, and we'll see if they can come back through the field. But we'll see how bad of damage those 2 drivers have now. We'll see. I mean, they get 18 laps to get back through the field. But the pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. Sebastian leads them to the Gakarisa zone, and we are back underway here for Indy. Sebastian hits the loud pedal. He's going to easily clear Jacob Wilson into turn number 1. Molnick, he's onto the inside of Wilson for second already. So Molnick's trying to steal that second place spot away. Going into 1.
Yeah, Wilson on the outside lane I talked about earlier. Not the best place to be on the restart, but he slots himself in the 3rd, so limited damage there in the top 3rd position.
Is able to still hold on to the top 3. I think if he just sits right here, save his tires a little bit better, he can easily fight back later. I mean, tire wear will be a factor with 18 to go. We've seen it happen late in that run there between Molnick and Sebastian, so it definitely can happen. But he's got to hold up Jared Skinner. Jared Skinner closing that gap a little bit, trying to looking for the move. Using the draft to his advantage. Then They're going to fishtail it down the front straightaway, break the draft as much as they can. Jesse has got a great run on Wilson here. He's going to look to the bottom. He's going to have his nose into one. So Wilson going to have to try and drive it in there, but he's going to go up the racetrack, and that's going to allow Skinner to pull alongside even more. Martin's going to try and follow him through. So Greg Martin to the inside of Jacob Wilson now. So Wilson falling back to 4th. Maybe he'll fall back to 5th. Almost gets to the wall there off of turn number 2.
Wilson continuing to falling back here, getting under attack from Nathan Johnson and Noah Abbott on his inside lane.
And Greg Martin trying to follow Jared Skinner through, and he finally gets the move done on Jacob Wilson. So Wilson falls back to 5th, but he have to save his tires, just settle in here for the rest of this race. Nathan Johnson trying to find his way by now, so you can see the couple lap older tires really starting to play a factor. So now we're kind of splitting off as of now. We're splitting off at about packs of 2. Battle back here for the top 10 spot. Travis Sheed
contact!
Trying to clear Nathan Fryer. Sheed's going to get turned around off of turn number 2. All the cars go around. Alex McQueen as well. Nathan Fryer.
Oh my goodness!
Going to fly. Oh, and Alex McQueen in the catch fence off of turn number 2. Huge hit there. And he's going to flip back onto his wheels.
Wow.
Big crash there off of turn 2. Alex McQueen, Nathan Fryer. Travis Sheed as well. So Sheed kind of clears himself there. And Fryer has to avoid McQueen, really nowhere to see. And then he hits by Jimmy It's hard to the catch fence. Huge wreck there. That's going to be the 95 of Alex McQueen. That's going to be his night over. Onboard Jimmy Geikens here, so he just sees all the smoke, doesn't know they're
come back up
sliding back up the track, and huge hit.
Geikens probably just thought they were sliding back down and try to gas it up to get around them quicker, but he didn't really come back up the racetrack, and that is a massive wreck on the back straightaway. I knew as soon as they came up the racetrack off of 2, someone was going to hit them for sure.
Especially kind of a blind corner coming off the corners here, since they're 9-degree corners. Very hard to see, but that will be Alex McQueen's night over. Because Rosian still able to hold the race lead over Daniel Molnix. Now the under 15 to go. There, restart. Only got a couple laps on the tires. We'll see if anyone tries to come down pit road here.
Expecting if someone in the back, maybe probably no one in the top 5 or 10 or something, I think. Maybe Samuel Hoff tries to fix some damage here. If he has any more. Maybe Alex Anderson too. Could be filling. Oh, actually, someone else does in front. No, Herlinski, no, he fixed it out. Looks like Anderson will come down pit lane.
So yeah, he's got a lot of damage. So a couple drivers in the back. Donnie Kite, Alex Anderson, coming down pit road. Tynan Jones.
Yeah,
Nathan Fryer all involved.
Kite well knocked down. Not sure all the one since earlier race, but I don't know if I caught him going well knocked down. Doesn't look like he has any damage.
There's a little bit of right side damage there. You can see the frame starting to poke out a little bit behind the sheet metal. Rosian holds the lead and trying to improve his points lead. So make way on the pace. You should be the one to green this time by. So, I mean, Molnix was able to stay a lot closer to Samosian compared to the first run, as he didn't really have to work his way through traffic. So he was able to stay right on Samosian's bumper and just kind of sit right there. But I think also we got a couple other. Craig Martin, he had a great long run pace. Jared Skinner as well. They just lost a lot of time from the track position early on. I think we do have a good amount of cars. You can still contend for this race win with 12 to go. And we're getting down though with 12 to go. We're definitely getting down to that later part of the race where tire wear will start to matter less and less.
And I think people are going to be a little bit more aggressive. So Indy is not really the place you can go too wide, even when there's wides. Fell a few times off the exit. All the incident with Alex Anderson and Emil Hoff. Why that Indy could result in a disaster. So how aggressive these guys are.
We'll see how it plays out. I think we could definitely see more aggression come in, evolve into incidents, and that'll definitely happen. We'll see it more and more. I think, especially everyone's going to try and find any spot they can, knowing tire wear is not going to matter much anymore. Still 12 to go, still plenty of time. But I think if we get into the yellow in about 3-4 laps, we'll probably see the field come down pit road. Some of the other drivers try to stay out, and it'll definitely be a lot different. And the aggression will really ramp up there. But we'll see if we can go to the end here. Samosian, Molnix front row. Just like they've been all night long, pretty much. This time by, we'll restart with 12 to go. The pace car will take that hard left turn onto pit road to work our way through turn number 4. Just gonna take the turn onto pit road here as we slowly inch our way into the Geico restart zone. Samosian trying to pick up another win. Can he hold off the rest of the field with 12 to go? Green flag back in the air. We're back on the way here from Indy. Samosian on the loud pedal, able to clear.
We got a wreck in the back.
Molnix, we got a car around already. Multiple cars around. Jones, Kite, Waltrus around off the restart. Sheet around the 3 car as well of Thomas Spencer.
There's a big stack up, I think, caused
Alex Anderson as well.
Happen. Like up in the rear end. Yeah, just a
This
little
huge
check
stack
up
up
there.
here. I think someone missed a shift up front and just kind of accordion onto the back.
Could have been Jordan Edmonton who kind of never went. I mean, to on board here. Yeah, it looks like he didn't miss a shift actually.
There's a Jordan Edmonton missing a shift. Oh, there's a big stack up there.
Just restarting the wrong gear. It sounds like that was in 4th gear instead of 2nd, and that little mistake really cost the inside lane a lot of damage there. I don't think Alex Anderson was okay. I didn't get too heavily damaged, but I mean, he actually right there hit pretty hard. But
we had a good chunk of damage from the incident earlier on in the race, so
it's very unfortunate for him.
Definitely won't help him there. Still trying to line back up behind the pace car, but while we're under the yellow, and we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back when we come back green here from Indy. to the line for leaders. Johnson and Holt. Holt will Johnson top of the line. Across the line, it's going to be Holt by 0.006 of a second. We are underway. SuperStar here at Phoenix for 200 laps. Sixth machine around off turn number 2. We have a caution on the racetrack. Huge wreck there. Samosian drives it in on the new tires. Off of turn 4. Connor Samosian, the new tire fall, the 4-tire fall, 1 tire across the line. Connor Samosian is still away their chances. Welcome back here to Indianapolis. Coming back green with 8 laps to go. Samosian and Olympics on the front row. Back the other way here from Indy. We'll see how the final 8 laps shake up. Samosian, much better restart compared to last time. Molnick's not able to get a good restart. That's going to allow Skinner to his inside. Jared Skinner trying to steal second away. He was fighting for the race win 1 week ago, but with Donnie Kite at Auto Club. Jared Skinner wants that race win this time. He's going to try. He's got to get by Molnick's first to chase down Samosian. Skinner on the bottom, able to clear Molnick's off at turn number 2. Maybe not going to be enough. Molnick holds the outside lane. Meanwhile, this allows Samosian to pull away. Skinner, he's got a bigger advantage going into 3. That's going to allow him to clear. As right behind him, Craig Martin trying to find his way through, but Molnick, he wants the second place spot back. He looks to the bottom in turn number 4. Trying to force his way there. This battling not helping either of them to at the race win opportunities. The frag race for second there across the line. It's about 100th of a second. Molnick's able to clear for second off of turn number 1. No, Skinner perfectly holds that outside lane. Skinner does not want to give up seconds. Neither of these drivers want to give up second. Now off of turn number 2, we've seen a big incident happen here. Oh, I got caution out of the back. Skinner's going to be able to pick up second, though. The car around somewhere. Tony Shelton around turn number 2. And that's something Connor Samosian did not want to see. Tony Shelton into the wall for turn 1, spins it as soon as he gets off the wall, hard in the outside wall there. Huge hit for that 79 machine.
Tied Jordan Evans, I believe that would. Not save it off of 1, wrecking pretty much all the way down to the short. Let's stack them up again here. Samosian's been pretty much perfect. His research so far, can keep it up for about 1 more. Go green.
We'll see. I mean, we'll already start with under 5 to go now. I mean, if he has Skinner in Molnick's battle again for second, he should have that wrapped up. I mean, I think he had that wrapped up there. 0.8 of a second gap already after 1 lap of racing. They were still battling for second. A caution is not something he wanted to see there. We'll take the 2 to go here with about 5 to go, so we'll go restart with 3 to go, I think, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, the outside lane just has not been able to get a good restart so far. Skinner will be restarting the outside lane second. Aiden Johnson faking down pit lane, but fuel shouldn't be an issue here. We're sure the tire wear. I mean, we haven't really gone that many probably laps since the last pit stop. I think probably around 3 or 4 maybe. The last 15 laps.
I think that's all we've got. There's about 5 laps. We had the 3 to initially start, and I think we've only made 1 lap the past 2. So it's about only 5 laps on 5 laps on these tires. So tire wear really not a factor now. So we're gonna see the aggression really ramp up here.
I just don't know where these guys will be able to pass Sebozien to get a good run off of 2 or off of 4. I mean, pursuits are really hard to get a good run off of. Sebozien makes a big mistake, but they decided to start battling each other like they did last time. Sebozien just gonna walk away with it like he did the last few starts, at least the last restart.
They'll still have 3 to go here, so there's going to be plenty of time, but these 2 cannot battle for second if they want a shot at the win. They got to help each other and push each other, kind of air push. You can't really push in the ARCA because you lose the lift the back end up. But you got to air push each other and help each other get to the race leader of Sebozien if you want a shot at the win. Sebozien just hoping they battle, probably hoping he gets a good enough restart again, allows third to battle for second. We'll have to see. He's going to have to nail that restart again, but we're going to take the 1 to go signal this time by. It'll be 3-lap shootout. We take the green flag next time by. It'll be Sebozien, Skinner, Monix. And also, just if these 3 get into each other tangle, you got Craig Martin there as well, Nathan Johnson, Jacob Wilson, all together there. I mean, I think anyone in this top 5 to 8 have a chance if any of these guys get together. But honorable mention though for Samuel Off, he had all these yellows. He got that big damage earlier. He's drove up to 11th. Same with Alex Anderson. He's up to 13th. So those 2 drivers getting into each other earlier on, they're still able to. They still had a really good chance at solidifying a top 10 tonight and having a top 10 run after big damage from both of those drivers. They can easily get back up in the top 10 and kind of recover something out of what you thought would have almost been the worst situation.
Go back to that caution. The Sebozien pitting right before the caution really helped him out there. I mean, I don't know if you'd be in the race lead if that didn't happen right there. I mean, sometimes you gotta have a little luck in your hands late in these races. I mean, that happened about 15 laps ago, but still, I'm in great position to win this race here. We're good to go. You get another good restart here.
I think he can. This restart's gonna matter, but I mean, if we get another yellow, that means he'll have another. That means there'll be more opportunities for him to really kind of get more opportunities for him to make mistakes, or someone else to make mistakes, and so he's kind of hoping this is gonna be the one here, and these drivers keep battling, but we'll have to see. Pace car, we're gonna take that hard left turn onto pit road. For 3 laps to go. Sebozien leads them down to the restart zone. For 3 to go. Sebozien, hold on. Into the restart zone. We're back underway here from Indy. Sebozien gets a great restart again. He's going to be able to clear Skinner. But Monix and Skinner, they're going to be side by side. But Monix actually going to be able to clear Skinner into 1.
Exactly what Monix needs. Can you hang on for a second? Looks like he will. Easily, no challenge behind. Now he's focused all out front with Sebozien.
He's got a couple of car length gap now, and Sebozien just with the much better restart. Sebozien looking a little tight there off the corner. Monix as well, but Monix has a really good run off of turn 2 for the race lead. He's going to look to the bottom, down the back straightaway. He's got those there side by side for the lead as they're going to enter turn 3.
Got the run off for 2, like I said, a little bit Gonna get a
He's
little
gonna get tight on
tight.
the inside. He's gonna get tight on the inside. Gonna use him up a little bit. Here comes Jared Skinner. Jared Skinner's got an opportunity in the 4. Skinner needs to set up a run off of 4 and maybe have a 3 wide and move off of turn number 4.
That's exactly what he's gonna do right here.
Straightaway. He's got the run. He might stick with Savosian.
I'm surprised he did that. Interesting move there.
Watching there at 4th. Watch out for him. Jared Skinner backs up. He's looking for the run off of turn number 1. 2 to go for the win. Savosian gets a little bit loose on the outside. Almost tags the safer barrier wall off of turn number 1. Here comes Jared Skinner. He's setting up his run off of turn 2. Savosian gets tight. That's going to cost him a big time. Monix is going to be able to clear for the lead. Skinner, he's got the run. Can he close the gap down on Monix? Does he have a move on Monix going into 3 and 4?
He does not. Monix closes the gap. Dirty here all on Skinner's front end. Can he get a run off at 3? Looks like he will.
He's got the move. He's going to look to the inside of turn 4, but he's going to be pretty shallow. That means he's not going to have the run off of turn 4. But down the front straightaway, coming to the white flag. Jared Skinner needs to set up 2 if he wants an opportunity. White flag, 1 to go here for the SuperStar Cup here at Indy. Savosian, he's back to 3rd. He's trying to make his move. He's got to find something. Jared Skinner, if I were him, he's got to set up for turn 2 here, get a run.
That's really his last opportunity here off of turn 2. Got in the back straight away. Gonna be hard to make a move into turn 4. Can he do it into turn 3 though? Looks like he will. He's got a good run. Has some draft here.
Trying to even run, but yeah, he's gonna have the draft. Down in 3. Does Skinner make a move? Savosian's right there as well.
Not enough in the 3.
Final time into 3 and 4. Skinner's gonna drive it in deep. Can he get to the back up from Daniel Monix? Through turn number 4. Skinner's going to drive it in deep. Can he get to the bumper of Daniel Monix? Not going to be able to do it. Off of turn 4. Daniel Monix. A great drive. So it was fast all night long. He gets by on the 3-lap shootout, and Daniel Monix is going to win it in Indy.
What a win and what a move that was for Daniel Monix. Man.
He found his way by early there, and just for Savosian, Monix was able to get clear off the restart, and that allowed him to get the move done.
I really just didn't think he was going to be able to get a good enough run off of those corners. I mean, I was very surprised he was able to make it work. But what a move for him, and got that race win here at Indy.
And his debut start as well, his first start here tonight in the SuperStar ARCA Cup, and Daniel Monix picks up the win. So first start, first win. Great run for that 8 machine. He's gonna burn it down on the bricks. Jared Skinner able to round out 2nd, and Connor Savosian picks up 3rd. So still a solid run for Savosian. He's going to strengthen his points lead. No doubt about that. Monix burns it down here on the French straightaway at Indy. A great burnout. He's going to burn it down the entire French straightaway. He's still going. He's still going. He's doing great burnouts. Honestly, one of the best burnouts we've seen all season long. A great burnout from Daniel Monix there. While he continues to celebrate, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews here from Indy. Welcome back here to Indianapolis, here at Speedway, Indiana. Just watched Daniel Monix pick up the race win. Before we get to our interviews, we're going to take a quick look at our finishing results for tonight's Throw It Back, a 125. Daniel Monix picks up the race win in his debut start in that 8 machine. Jared Skinner picks up second. Franz Hosian rounds at the top 3 is solid. A solid run for him tonight. He strengthens his points lead tonight. Craig Martin, a solid run. He finishes P4. Nathan Johnson rounds at our top 5. Noah Abbott finishes 6. Samuel Hobb and Alex Anderson, both big damage earlier, contact earlier. They're going to finish 7th and 9th. Ryan Sauer slots between those 2 and 8th. And Isaiah Walters picks up, rounds at our top 10. Jacob Wilson, he played it early, a couple laps early. He finishes 11th, so he falls back to 11th. Kynan Jones finishing 12th. Christopher Busch 13th. Kyle Harlitsky finishes 14th. Dan Adams 15th. Donnie Kite finishes 16th. Michael Malm rounds out the 17th. Ruben Rhodes is 18th. Allie Kennedy in 19th. And running our top 20 tonight was Nathan Fryer in that 92 machine. 21st will be that 2 machine of Jordan Evans, Travis Sheehan 22nd, Thomas Spencer 23rd, Tony Shelton 24th, Alex McQueen after gigantic wreck there off of turn number 2 and went on his roof, finishes 25th tonight. Jim Jackus finishing 26th, Dylan Lamp 27th, Boone Blake 28th, 29th will be Steve Rogers, and 30th will be Tyler Martin. And 31st will be Cameron Craighead, 32nd will be Bryce Holcomb, and 33rd will be John Russell running our 33 kart field tonight. So going through our field there, we'll bring in our race winner of Daniel Monix, able to get the win, and I believe his debut start tonight. How does it feel to get the race win?
It feels great. Feels great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're able to get the win, and you had to work your way through Connor Sabosian there. It was definitely tough to. It looked tough to pass, and how tough was the dirty air tonight and trying to get by Connor there, especially late in that first run. You're starting to pull that gap back in. It kind of slowed down just a tad when you got in that dirty air range. How tough was it to handle the dirty air tonight?
Yeah, it's always tough here. It doesn't matter what car or any of that. The track was super hot too, so that played a little bit of it. But yeah, dirty air, man. You get kind of within that half-second range, and you just got to be real finessey, I guess, kind of through the corner, because the nose will just kind of take off on you. But yeah, like that, it's hard to make ground on somebody. And then there was, I think, a couple times I was able to get a run, and I was kind of making a move on them, but then the caution came out, so kind of had to start all over there. But yeah, once I was able to get clear of them, though, I took all of it.
Yeah, able to get the win, but before you send it off all your way, any spots to let me think for tonight's race win?
I want to thank my spotter, Mike Petrin. I want to thank Sam. He let me in here. I talked to him last week about it, and he let me in here, and all the guys in his field. I mean, it was, I couldn't see what cautions were going on, but definitely up front, it was very, very clean, hard racing, and that was kind of the goal. I'm not racing for points. I mean, these guys are already halfway through their season, so I'm not going to come in and cause any issues or anything like that. But I'll race them hard, but I'll race them clean.
Yeah, still able to get the win. A solid run for you tonight, able to pick up the win, and we'll hope to see you back next week at Legacy Atlanta.
All right, see you guys next week.
So it's Daniel Monix, our race winner in his debut start. We'll bring in our second place finisher. So we'll bring in our second place finisher of Jared Skinner. He's not a stranger finishing second again. He finished second last week at Auto Club, but still picks up a solid second place finish tonight and a solid points run. And he had to work his way through the field. And how tough was it to pass out there tonight?
Oh man, I can tell you right now, I'm probably the most consistent second place finisher there is in this league. It was tough, qualifying. I screwed up my lap, so hit the wall pretty good coming into or out of 4. And so that really messed me up on speed for the second one and got back there. So I knew I had some work to do going into the heat. But felt pretty confident as long as I took my time and I was patient. I knew there was going to be some luck coming my way, and I would stay out of the dirty stuff.
Yeah, still able to get a solid run. You worked your way up through the field and said, hey, how tough? Well, it was tough out there in the past. And how did the tire wear at the end? I mean, we only still really seen at the end of the first round, but how tough did the tire wear, and how different did that make the car handle tonight?
It definitely played a huge factor in it. I'd say the first run went pretty good. It was more the second run for me where I started noticing how tight the car got, especially going into 3. That was the corner I struggled the most in, I think, just trying to get the car down to the bottom. I had as much bias in it as I could, trying to drag it down. But definitely the longer you went, you definitely paid for how hard you drove the car earlier in the race.
And you're still able to master the tire wear tonight and the passing through the field, and you're able to still pick up second. But before you set off on the way, any responsible thing for tonight's second place run?
Yeah, just like to thank my friends and family again for watching. Looking forward to seeing you guys this week, and we'll see you at Talladega in a few weeks. I'll be out for Atlanta.
All right, well, we'll see you we'll see you in a couple of weeks at Dega. Then it's like can't see you at Legacy Atlanta. We'll hope to see you next race.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
So that was our second place finisher of Jared Skinner. We'll bring in our third place finisher of Connor Sabosian. Sabosian wasn't able to get the pole tonight, but he still started up in a fourth and ran out front all night long, got the lead pretty early, and just kind of fell away from you there on that final couple of restarts. How was going through your head there and just on that final restart?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was very proud of this being my first time at the track and how well I did right off the start. Qualified a little lower than I wanted to, but I mean, overall, it was a pretty solid night. I was happy with how I ran. I hate to throw one away like that. I mean, I got really tight off the 2, and it was just enough for him to get to the inside of me going down into 3. Thought I had a good run on him on the top still at the end there, but I just got a little too high going through 2 the next lap around again. But yeah, it was a fun race, and we almost had it.
Yeah, still able to pick up a solid third place finish tonight and strengthen your points lead tonight. And coming into the final, I mean, we're going to come into the about final 4 races of the season after tonight. And how much more confidence that bring, knowing another race ticked off and a strengthened points lead again?
I don't really like to think about points when I'm racing, but I definitely know the 2 guys that are running right with me in second and third were a little back in the field, so it gives some more confidence, especially since they were both better than me at the start of the night. Yeah, it feels good. Just hopefully I can stay out of trouble and hold on to it.
Yep, still able to pick up a solid finish, solid amount of points. But before we send off, anyway, any special thank you for tonight's third place run?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Moran Chevrolet, McQuaid Heating and Cooling, PPG, Painter Supply and Equipment, Michigan Independent Door Company, and the Pleasure Zone.
All right, once again, congrats on your third place finish tonight. And we'll see you next week at Legacy Atlanta.
Thank you.
So there's our third place finisher of Connor Sabosian. Had a good chunk of laps tonight, able to pick up a good chunk of points as well and strengthen his points lead coming into the final quarter of this season. Final third of the season. But Connor Sabosian, a great run. And overall, I think it was a great run tonight. We've seen a lot of different tire strategies in tire wear play out as well. We also seen the fuel strategies. We almost saw some fuel strategy play out, but you see the passing difficulty with the dirty air and everything. But what are your final thoughts on tonight, Talon?
Yeah, I mean, crazy and great battles throughout the front and back. So it was hard to pass, but I mean, it didn't make it impossible to pass. Definitely a fun one here. Strategy here, kind of a little bit. Give me green flag pit stops, but overall really.
Yep, and I think it was a very fun race to watch. And coming up next week, we'll go to the old pavement of Atlanta. So we'll go to Legacy Atlanta same time next week here at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then we'll go back on Friday night. We'll be going back for the ARCA Cup Series. They'll be going to Rockingham in the final couple of races of their regular season. On Saturday, we'll have the Bolt Racing League Grand National Series. They'll come back to Texas, and of course as well on Tuesday Night Thunder from a postponement of last night due to the a sizable high racing update. They postponed Richmond to next week, so we'll be back on Tuesday night for the Tuesday Night Thunder for Richmond next Tuesday here on Legends Racing Network. Overall, a very fun race tonight. It was very. Thank you all for tuning in, and so long here from Indianapolis. I'm Aaron Brown, and joined alongside my co-commentator and producer of Talon Drake tonight. So long from Andy, and we'll see you next time here on the Legends Racing Network.